Welcome to the Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast. Thank you for tuning in tonight with me. I got a great podcast for you tonight. Oh man, I got a great podcast for you. On February 12th here, in the month of February, I got a great podcast for y'all, especially during Black History Month. Got a lot of good comedians. Thank you for tuning in to Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast. I'm on YouTube on the Big Head Light Skin Podcast. You can subscribe. And you see I'm right here on Facebook Live. So I got to go over a couple of things, couple of sponsors first. Let me thank first and foremost Smile Center here in Louisville, Kentucky, 7405 LaGrange Road, one of my sponsors. They keep me tight on this Smile on the podcast. And let me thank 8101 Preston Highway, All Good Computers. They keep my computers tight. I'm sitting here with a new computer too, little laptop thing, little toy I got. So yeah, for the month of February. So with that said, without further ado, especially being Valentine's Day month and all that, let me get my comedians in here. Also, the show tonight is sponsored by For the Love of Comedy Show, which is right here in Louisville, Kentucky, 1481 South Shelby Street at 21st Amendment. Y'all make sure y'all go down there and check out the 21st Amendment every now and then. They have a lot of live bands, other things going with Ed Smith, with SOS Talent Promotions and other things going on. But stop by there and check them out on some open mics and some other things. And definitely come next Saturday night at 9 o'clock because yours truly is hosting the show, the Big Head Light Skin Comedian. All right, without further ado, let me bring in my comedians. Some of the comedians are going to be on the show. I'm going to talk about each one of them before I bring them in. I got a good friend of mine, comedian friend of mine, Charles Moore, a good comedian, doing a lot of big things. I got another comedian friend of mine named Mike Clay. He's doing a lot of big things. And I got another friend of mine named Kenny Never Been Skinny. That's right, bringing him in too. I got something to tell you about him too once we get going here. But without further ado, let me bring in all three of my comedians here for the show here and get them in the stream here. Let me see. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up, Mike?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Everything's like, what's up, Charles?
What's up?
What's up, Kenny? Never Been Skinny.
What up, big bro?
What's going on, man? Yeah, man, glad to have you here. I'm just telling the people a little bit about each one of y'all. But with the way my podcast works, let me go and say this because I want to go ahead and throw this out there. What's up, Tab T? I see you. Thank you for tuning in, girl. You know I got love for you. I just want to tell the people with my podcast and COVID-19 and social justice, ain't no right or wrong. We're just expressing an opinion about how we feel about things. And especially with us four being comedians, you're going to hear a lot of different opinions, but it's going to be funny opinions. So, but with that said, let me get this thing started here. Each one of y'all, this is why I work on my podcast. I like for everyone to tell the people a little bit about themselves on this platform and just give them a little bit of resume about you as a comedian, as a person, and everything. And whoever want to go first, go. You want to go first, Mike? I'm just going to nominate Mike. Mike, like
sure. I'll go first. I'm not long into comedy, but I've done all my comedy here in Louisville. I'm originally from Boston, but yeah, I've been doing comedy for almost a year here. I love doing shows at 21st Amendment. I'm pumped for next Saturday. It's going to be a great show. It's one of my favorite places to do shows at. I do their Tuesday night open mic almost every week.
Right.
And I've done a couple other shows there. I've done shows like Kaiju, done shows all over Louisville. So, but finally, nice to be back at 21st Amendment, doing another big show at 21st Amendment. They got the big stage. You're high up there. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be nice. It's definitely going to be nice. You want to go next, Charles?
All right. Yeah, my name's Charles Moore. I'm from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. I've been doing stand-up for about 7.5 years, something like that.
Okay.
It's something I really enjoy doing. I love it. I'm really looking forward to this show next week, man. It'll be a great time.
Oh, yeah. And I can't wait. I can't never been skinny. You own, man. You own.
Big bro. I'm loving the platform. I've been doing comedy for 3 years. February 5th of this month. Okay. And this is my first show back in 21st Amendment since we did our first show, big bro. So
right, I remember that.
So I am so appreciative of this moment. Thank y'all. We're gonna have an amazing show.
For sure.
I can't wait. It's your boy, Big Kenny, never been skinny. And let's get it cracking. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, I just shared this podcast to your page too, Ken. I need to share it to y'all. Okay, let me get this thing going, man. I'm just glad y'all heard this. Oh, let me throw this out there too. We're gonna have a little fun tonight, man. Just be yourself, and we're gonna have some fun, man. With that said, man, I remember Kenny was talking about how I spelled his name wrong. Through the chat message room. We'll talk about that real quick. He was talking about, man, you spelled my name wrong. I'm like, man, really? I guess he got mad at him because it was Black History Month, so he wanted to make sure I spell his name right. So I had to make sure I do it right. So with this said, let me go to these banners here. But y'all been doing all right. It was a pretty nice day here in Louisville, Kentucky today. I have to say that for sure. It was nice.
Cold.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
What am I going to first here? Shoot. I'm gonna go into this one first, then I'm gonna go into the other. I got some stuff to talk about. We got some topics tonight. I'm gonna go. Let me see how. Well, I got so many good ones here. Let's start with this. Then we'll start with this. The pandemic. How has the pandemic it affected everybody? You know, as far as not only just in your just in doing stand up, but just in your daily life and with other things. So, how has the pandemic affected that with everybody? Because I know it's affected me because. I mean, I know we getting out of it now and we still getting people to come, but it seems like everything's more internet instead of live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, live, somebody right in front of them versus, doing this internet thing. So, but it still has its effect. And I just don't think we quite got over it yet as far as with entertainment and with our walks of life and everything. So people are still catching it, but they're recovering from it. Some people are, and the ones that ain't, God bless their soul. So, but how does it affect y'all as far as y'all doing your stand-up and everything else in your life? Y'all go ahead. Whoever wants to go first.
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird because it swells and then it levels out.
Right.
Everybody kind of forgets about it for a little while, and then it's real big in the news again, and then shows get real light. You guys know how light shows are. Like, light shows aren't the best shows to do, but you still got to get out and do those shows.
Right.
But that's the one way that I've definitely seen COVID affect shows, because you can do a show on a Wednesday, Thursday night going really good, and then you do like a Friday, Saturday show, and it's like not many more people than you got on Wednesday and Thursday. Makes a difference.
Yeah. Yep. It definitely does. I would say that too, for sure. What about you, Charles? Does it affect you any a little bit as far as the pandemic and you doing your stand-up and everything?
Oh, well, when the pandemic first started, I wasn't on stage for months, so that just gave me time to just rewrite and just change my approach when I did get back on stage. And when I did get back on stage, I did see a difference. So that time just to evaluate really paid off, in my opinion. And I've done a lot of decent things since then. And I feel like that helped. Right.
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, we just got to keep going regardless of the pandemic, and hopefully we'll get through it and it'll go to the side or something. What's up, Kenny? Never been skinny. I know it's affected you all type of ways. What's up?
I was so mad at the pandemic, but I got to venture out of the city, out of the state. So I went to states that still was moving and doing their things, and best believe I can't wait until we do this show the 19th, because it's going to be a breakthrough. This is my therapy, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to do comedy in the state of the city, but I started doing skits and I started doing other things outside of being in front of people, you know what I'm saying? So I had to revamp, and I had to be creative when I did a lot of the things that I was doing, because that pandemic had us staying in the house. We couldn't do nothing. And so I was like, let me get my creative juices flowing and do something other than just stand up. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy in the beginning, but best believe when I started being in this room that I'm in right now, my creative juices started flowing, and I had to create something new. So it was a blessing, but yet it was a lot of messiness going on too. So I'm so glad we're here.
I am too. I'm really glad for that one.
I'm so glad we're here.
Oh man,
I got a question for you guys. Did you guys focus like any extra amount of attention to making like COVID jokes, or did you just kind of like? Because I tried not to. If like something came to me, I would maybe try it at like an open mic, but I didn't like focus a lot of time on doing those types of jokes.
Right. Well, that's a good point because I did some. I was just telling Kenny at work the other day. I hadn't done open mic in so long because I've been doing this since '94. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I went and did open mic, and I did some COVID jokes just to see how it was go. Because open mic is just basically just you try anything and see if it works. Because that's open mic, and it went over well. And I've used some COVID jokes before, different things, but I do them sometimes and sometimes I don't. But they are there, and if they're there, I use them to the utmost, because people can really relate to it because of what they're going through, and they definitely want to laugh about it. If you can make it funny, anything with the pandemic,
it's a huge stress relief if you can make fun of COVID.
There it is,
huge
right?
Stress relief.
It sure is. Matter of fact, funny you say that because I used the joke when I did a show with Kimbro and Chris Connick and Adrian downtown, probably about 6-8 months ago. I did use 1 or 2 COVID jokes, and they went over well. They loved them. So, but they was able to relate to them. Because the way I presented it to them made it funny, they was able to relate, like you said, stress relief, and they was able to relate to it and laugh in that moment. So, and that's what our job is as comedians, to entertain people, make them laugh at what's going on around them,
Yeah.
So, but definitely.
And I try to stay away from like the serious parts of it. It's either like a goofy like part of like COVID or like things that like you end up like liking out of COVID. Like I love like kind of social distancing. You ever been in line at a gas station? You can feel the person's breath like behind you. They're that close to you. Like that's too much. Like COVID took that away. Like that's nice. Like I'll accept that. Like let's keep those things. But like we can try to like live like a normal life. But like let's keep those things in mind going forward.
Yeah, because you don't need to be smelling somebody's breath that ain't use Listerine. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's just too much. It's too
way
much.
too much. Yeah, and some people, other people. I know everybody's supposed to wear a mask or whatever, and everybody's got their own feelings about it, and I get that, and you entitled to that. It's a free country, First Amendment, everything. But in the same breath, for those who are taking it seriously, please respect for what they doing, because some people don't. They don't care. They just come up to you, hey, how you doing? Gallop in your face, no mask on, and you can't do that, So you got to be a little more respectful now with the pandemic going on. And as comedians, they definitely like pandemic jokes. So I think people do really more than anything. Here's one here. I just thought this was funny because, well, let me just say this. February 14th, 2 more days?
Oh, my God.
Right. Yeah. And I'm going to put this up and then look. But February 15th is Side Chick Day. February 15th. Yeah, I said it. February 15th is Side Chick Day. Let's talk about that. Now, I don't know if any of y'all, I got a wife, so she know I'm just playing when I talk about this. I'm good thing she ain't looking. But anyway, when we get to talk about Valentine's Day and Side Chick, they go hand in hand. I think they do. Because that one chick that you dating, she wants hers, and the chick, if you're dating a side chick, she wants hers. So, but I can elaborate a little bit more on that because I love this time of the year because you got women wanting all type of stuff on social media. Right now, somebody's typing something. When you gonna get me something? So,
The 14th, the 14th of February is for the main chick. Okay,
the main chick. Okay.
Anything after that is for the side chick.
What about
the one day? The one day you're not supposed to do anything else.
Oh my God! What about before the 14th? Is that for the new side chick, February 13th?
February 13th is not a thing. We're not gonna make it a thing today. Okay. But anything after February 14th, it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
the 13th is tying up loose ends so you can have a nice quiet 14th.
Right. Hey, Wayne Watson said, "Hey, Mike. I just want to let you know through the comments." And Wayne Watson, I don't know if you know him. He said, "Hey, Mike."
Oh yeah. He's an old.
He's all over from your hometown.
Randolph, Massachusetts. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, what do you think about that Valentine's Day thing, Charles, more than side chicks?
Well, I'm exceptionally single, so I really don't got to worry about Valentine's Day.
That's right.
I
I
hear
am
you.
fat as hell, so on the 15th I go buy half price candy. So
Uh,
There you go.
that's what
That's
I'm looking
smart,
forward
man.
to.
Smart man. Half price candy. You might get it free. They be like, here, just give it to somebody. We done with it. Just give it to somebody. Oh man, there it is. But you ain't got nothing else. Anything to add, Mike?
This year I got a pregnant wife, so Valentine's Day is just taking it
Yeah. You
nice
don't
and
put
easy.
ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. We're just,
Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Side chicks, y'all only get one flower. Okay, don't
Right.
think y'all gonna get a bouquet. Whatever the main chick gets, you get a fraction of that. Okay.
That's
And
it.
so next Saturday is going to be Side Chick Saturday
There you
until
go.
the 19th, right after Valentine's Day. So don't expect a lot. You get one flower out of the bouquet that I stole from my wife. You get one of the 12.
That's right.
how it goes.
Wouldn't you think though the weekend after Valentine's Day is probably like side chick weekend? Like the guys probably had to spend a lot of time with his main chick, and
Right.
next weekend after that, he's like, "Ah, you just had Valentine's Day. I got to go do my own thing." Like, this is, so maybe our show should be called the Side Chick Show.
Right.
All the side chicks come on out to our show.
Yeah, it's kind of one of my jokes on stage. Kenny heard me talk about Side Chick University. I mean, for real, these ladies nowadays, it is a glorified position for some of them. They like, look, I ain't got to put up with all the problems.
Side chicks are winning.
You're like, I ain't got to put up with when he's mad and all this and that. I only get him for this when he needs that, and he go back to you. So you got some people who got Side Chick University. They go to school for this. So yeah, they glorify in that position. And I've even seen some side chicks come to the club and wreck up the club, and you'd be like, why is she messing up the club? Come find out, she caught him at the club with his main chick. So
Well, we done seen that, bro.
and
We
we
done
seen the
seen
firsthand, didn't we? We seen the firsthand, man, Kenny. So it does happen. Just to let you know out there, it does happen. So if you got a side chick, try to be
with
like
that
yeah. So yeah, I'm telling you. Let me go into this because I can stay on side chick for a long time. Here's one here as comedians, and I know some of y'all ain't been doing it too long. Some of y'all have some of you ain't. I know you've been doing it 7 years. What about hecklers? You ever had to deal with any hecklers? I could tell you a heckler story I had a long time ago. And I'll never forget like yesterday. Guy was heckling me pretty hard. He was heckling me pretty hard. And then I hit him with a couple things and it just shut him up. And then after that, I got to the point where, you know what? He's going to be the show. And I just went in him and everybody was dying laughing. So, but I tried not to do that because I really tried to say something to him and then get off him and go back to the show and give people the material they want. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody keeps going on, and especially drunk and talking crazy, I got to give it to them. If you want to help me pay some bills, I'm going to give it to you. So, but it's just a way to handle them. And sometimes if they're too drunk, you got security, got to get them if they just keep on saying something. But you got to hit them with something and keep moving. And they're going to try you. If you're in this profession to do it and you love the art like I do, they're going to try you. It's all about how you handle it. So have y'all had any hecklers? I can start with that.
Yeah, we all get them, but like early on, like I really not to handle them, so I just kind of like freeze up a little bit. But I mean, I don't get them as much anymore, but whenever I do, I have something for them. So
yeah, because you're going to get them.
Oh yeah.
I usually just try to power through. I try not to acknowledge, not to give them like that power that they're looking for. Like I just, but if I ever do, and I've only had like, I don't even think I've had like that serious of a situation. I just someone like talking, just continuously talking, like, like they just keep chirping up every chance they get. So, I don't know, like I said, like if you keep it quick, like I talk slow, but like I move through my stuff pretty quickly anyways. So like I haven't had like, I find that like the more space you give them, the more chances you're giving them. So like I try to mitigate those things before it even like gets to that point.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, don't let them stay on them too long. Just hit them up and keep it moving. But if they keep coming back at you, then you got to do what you got to do or to get security. So what about you, Kenny?
At this point, I've never had a heckler yet.
Okay.
I know it's going to come, but yet, like Charles said, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, but I've not had that yet. So I'm praying to God that that doesn't happen, but
Okay.
I'm ready for it. I've written a lot of things down to let it be known I'm not to be effed with. We're
Right.
not gonna make it a thing. And so I got it done, but to his point, like I try to get through my set.
Right.
I try to get through my set. If people are talking or whatever it may be, or somebody chimes into what I'm saying, okay, yeah, yeah, all right. But I try to keep on going through my set. So
Right.
until that really happens, I'm good. But I haven't had it done yet.
The
Right.
tough part of that can be though, like if
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to a show like this, but there'll be a heckler. The comedian will do a really good job, just absolutely roasting the person,
Okay.
and then that's what the crowd ends up wanting, because
Yeah.
they like you did so well at that like, all right, oh, we want to hear that now. So then you'll get other people to just start chirping just to keep that going, and then it like turns into like a different show. It's obviously never happened to me, but I've heard like big comedians talk about like sometimes like you can lose a show to the crowd because you did too much to that one guy to where like that's what they became accustomed to at that point, and then they thought like the rest of the show was going to be that.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing, being host. I would say this, especially if y'all have a hostess. If you hosting and the heckler one of the comedians right before you come back up to the mic, and especially if the comedian didn't handle it too well, you have to, get your stage back. You got to get everything back, whether you mess with him or whatever. You got to get that attention back to the stage as a host when you're hosting more than anything. I tell people, so I always protect my stage. And you might even have to say something to them because I've had that happen to me, So I'm like, okay, well, if you want to help make the show, that's fine, So, but you just got to know how to handle that position and move on, like you said. But you don't want the show to turn to just doing, freestyle joke heckling on somebody. So
Yeah,
I get what you're saying there. So yeah, for sure. And that's real important. Michael, what are you drinking? Love your dad. This is William Clay, your father.
Kid Special, Jim Beam. Jim Beam is what I'm drinking.
You heard it. He's drinking Jim Beam. Well, hold on. Since the father done stepped in, let's go to family then. I want to talk about family. What do you think about family and your comedy? I get a lot of, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I've been doing this a long time. I've gotten a lot of my material from family. I mean, of course, I've gotten it from friends and just everyday walk of life. But I have gotten a lot from my family because heck, that's all I've been around when I was coming up. You get what I'm saying? So I've gotten a lot, but also too getting jokes from family. It's just family, and they don't even know at halftime because they're not there. So, but also I'm speaking this breath of family too. And when I put that family thing up, it's not only just speaking to them in a comedy way, but also as far as supporting you. So y'all can elaborate a little bit on that. What's up with that with your family? Since your dad just said something, I know he's supporting you.
Yeah, no, my dad's awesome. My dad's awesome. He's been super supportive of my comedy, and probably like came out of the blue for him. Like I started doing comedy when I was 31 years old. Like I have like a maintenance career outside of all this, and like one day I go to my dad, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna started doing comedy. It's gone pretty well. Like I'm gonna like stick up with it, and he's been like one of my biggest supporters through the whole thing. And like it's obvious, like he's here, like he's gonna be at the show, like he's super supportive. And I think that's like a big thing, like with comedy, like you got to have that support because you're gonna have bad nights. Like there's just shows where there's nobody there and you can't get any laughs, and you're just like, why am I doing this? This big waste of time. And then you have the families just like, no, like you have a lot of fun with this, like you can do this. And then you're like, all right, like I got one person, like if I can get one person, like I can get the rest of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about you, Charles? You had any family, as far as family support or whatever, or jokes?
I mean, I get plenty of material from my family.
There
you go.
Plenty of material, and they're actually pretty supportive. They've been to some of my shows, and when I get into material involving them, they really like that. So,
right,
it's fun.
Don't be telling the family secrets.
I know there's
family secrets is a joke.
I know there's jokes that are hilarious that I can't tell, but the ones I can tell, I'll make them count. So
that's right. Yeah, that's beautiful. I know. What about you, Kenny? I already know, but go ahead, family.
You already know, like that's all I have. And listen, That's all I talk about, y'all. All I talk about on stage is my family. And I don't have to go to the extended family. I stay with the family that I am with. My wife and 3 kids is all I need when it comes to comedy. These people, like right now, while we're talking, they're in the background yelling and screaming, knowing I'm doing a podcast with y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's too easy at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I can't wait till the 19th because these guys are going. And you got to understand, my oldest boy is 18.
Ooh,
He's 18. He's a grown ass man, and he don't pay bills. We got to talk about it. Let's talk about it. But yeah, family is everything when it comes to comedy to me, and the support is crazy. Family and friends is like, oh, you ain't where the tickets at? They can't wait to come. You know what I'm saying? So
it's good.
The support is amazing, and that's all I got to talk about. Is I don't have to go to politics. I don't have to go to nothing else but family unless I want to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's amazing. So.
Yeah, it is, man.
When it comes to family.
It's pretty because they kind of put themselves out there. They don't even know at halftime. If you with a family member going to their house with them, they kind of put themselves out there. They don't even know some stuff they're saying to you, like, oh, this is material. You don't even know it. But that's why I be saying in the back of my head, you know. So matter of fact, I was with my mother down, took her to a grocery store and stuff, and we was at the grocery store, and I gave her some roses too today. And she kind of said something to me that kind of made me laugh a little bit. She don't know I may use it in my show Saturday. But mothers have had wisdom and knowledge. Even with the wisdom and knowledge, there's still some jokes there. Trust me, because some of the stuff she say to me, so, and I love her to death for it. So, but some of the best material is from family because it comes from family and it's from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it so good. So, if you ever get some family stuff, use it. I don't even care if it's family secrets. I've had some get mad. You be telling the family secrets. I'm like, but it's funny. I'm telling you. I don't care. You got to find my light skinned ass when I get up out of the show. All right, and catch me. So I'll be telling the family secrets. And ain't no, I'm like, ain't no secret. Shoot, all y'all, we all touch because we family. That's why we all touch. Yeah, you know, family's something else. I'm telling you. And I always get something to say. Let me go here. Here's one here. I know y'all just showed that, but you know, I got a lot of a favorite comedian and actor. I just want to ask which one of y'all, what's your favorite? Let me get that off here first. Let me have that first. Get that off. Your favorite comedian or actor, because a lot of times, you know, most comedians.
Oh, he trying to bring it up.
Right. Some people that get in stand-up get into it because it might be their favorite comedian or even an actor, whatever. I mean, I do both. I do stand-up, and I got a lot of movies I've done. I've done about 7 or 8 movies. Some I got one of the top Maintenance Man is one of the top underground movies in the nation, and I like doing both. I really do. But as far as favorite comedian actor, to me. And he's dead now. My favorite ones when I first started was Red Fox, because it's just his style and the way he carried himself. And he was a hell of an actor too, as well as a comedian. A lot of people didn't see his stand-up, but I did. I even Googled and looked at something. Oh my God. So that's just me personally, one of my favorite comedian actors. But what's your favorite comedian or actor? Whatever.
No. That's your favorite comedian.
Comedian / actor.
No. It's a favorite comedian.
Okay, my favorite comedian.
Favorite actor.
That's really hard to pick. But
no,
really,
I like the category of comedian and actor, like, because that breaks it down. Like, not all comedians are actors, and not all actors are comedians. Like,
exactly.
That list is shorter, but it's also a great list. That's a great fucking list of good comedians.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, it is. It's a good list. You're right, but it goes hand in hand. And that's why I learned a long time ago. I remember somebody told me, like, man, you know, your stand-up's great, but you ever thought about acting? And I really got into acting before I did stand-up. So I just went back to the acting and took it with the comedian. It's all just come through, you know what I'm saying? So, because I got into acting first. But people don't know, you got some comedians who don't act, but they wish they could. You got some actors that are great actors and wish they could be great comedians.
Yeah,
like you said. Yeah. So it does go hand in hand. But Red Fox is my favorite comedian. But if I had to pick a second one, if I just had to pick a second one, it would definitely be Robin Harris. I don't know if y'all know him. We have to Google him.
Of course.
Yeah,
who Robin Harris is.
It would be him. Okay.
I know who Robin Harris is.
Okay, all right. So
that's cool, baby.
What about you? That's right. Baby kids. What about you, Charles?
My favorite comedians, I've got like Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. I mean, I've always looked up to them.
Okay.
Try to like watch them and try to learn from them, like their mannerisms on stage, see how confident they are. I mean,
Right.
I like the way they write, like things they come up with. Like if I'm watching some comedy, and I'm like, man, that's something I would say. Like that's me as a comedian, I know I'm gonna like. So I get a lot of that with Rock and Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like a comedian actor, Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Great on stage.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Outstanding actor. I mean, super
Yeah,
definitely. He's definitely an outstanding comedian and actor to me too.
I think I go classic with it, and I think you got to go Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
I think Eddie Murphy is one of the best like comedians / actors. He's got some absolute killer stand-up, and he's put out a ton of movies. In one of the most underrated, Nutty Professor, he played every role in that damn movie. Every role in that movie, and
he
killed
sure
it.
did. Yep, he sure did. What about you, Kenny? Never been skinny. What was you?
Listen. First of all, don't be trying to take Eddie Murphy because I was gonna say that. Bro, just because you said that, Martin. When I tell you Martin from the comedy stage to his performance on the sitcoms and movies, Martin was amazing when it came to improv. That boy, he knew what to do when it came to acting and being on stage.
Right.
Run till that. When he brung that out and he let all his flaws be seen before anybody else can blog it or vlog it, however you say it, he let it be known. Run till that, I'm going to let you know this is how it is. And so Martin is one of my favorite comedians / actors, and it is what it is because that guy, he's very diverse. One of my favorite.
Yeah, he is very. Martin was definitely a good actor and comedian. He just both. He went hand in hand. Just how he was. He was very, very good comedian and actor. He just did both well. He just really was. So, and that I enjoy more than anything about him.
Throw Chris Tucker in the conversation too.
Yeah,
Chris Tucker stand up in some really good movies.
Yeah, you can definitely throw Chris Tucker.
We can start naming a lot of comedians that.
But let me just say that and really be honest with you. Y'all said one.
Was far.
Yeah, it's a lot of them that just really good. You know, as far as comedian actor, and I never forget too when I went and see Jamie Foxx when he came here. What was that place? I can't think of the name of the place. But anyway, when he came here. I'll never forget that. And I went up there one evening and I happened to just walk right past him and his agent and he spoke to me, whatever and everything. I was okay. And I was a comedian at the time. I didn't stop and talk to him. But I did go to the show just to learn a little something, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget, like yesterday, somebody in the crowd, because they had this white piano. And somebody in the crowd was like, we didn't come here to hear you sing to other, sing that soft stuff, whatever. This is no lie, y'all. I'm sitting in the back and I'm sitting like, here we go. And sure enough, he started making a song talking about that guy that said something to him.
Yeah.
That quick. Oh my God. Tore the crowd up. Just rolling. And I love it. Yeah. So that, you see what I'm saying? So, but just, I had to throw him out because Jamie Foxx definitely won the top.
But Jamie Foxx isn't even real. He's talented at everything he does. Everything he does like turns to gold. Literally everything. I heard he's like an unbelievable athlete. Like he could have picked anything that he wanted to do. And he chose music and movies. Like, not surprised.
He does everything he touches. It just almost turns to gold. I'm gonna put this one up here now. See if we can talk about this a little bit here. As far as let me get this comedian thing off here. As far as social media, I want to talk a little bit about that. How has it helped you in your life, comedian or whatever? I mean, because social media is big. We all know social media is big, and a lot of people use social media as reality, even though we know it's just social media. Okay. Some people take it a little farther. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, and a lot of times you have to really, really watch your wording. Being a comedian now, it ain't like it was probably about 20 years ago. It's totally different because you got to watch your wording a little bit. You got people who are offended. But I always say this: if you come to a comedy show and you're offended, and if you're offended by words, you don't need to come to a comedy show. But you got people who do still come just to see if they can get on a person's nerve or get mad at them or heckle them, whatever, because of the words they say. You say, well, you shouldn't have said all that. I've even had people come to me after the show. Why did you say this, and that? And this is my exact thing I say to them. I said, we do have a First Amendment, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So if you didn't like what you heard, all you had to do was get up and leave. You know, I've had them turn and my big head, light skinned motherfucker. But anyway, so just, you know, but social media is big though. It really is. And especially what we do. So how has social media affected you as far as comedians?
All I try to do is just, I don't know. I actually use social media to give a lot of support because I don't post that much, but I do try to support all the people that I follow, the people that I really like.
Right.
And then the stuff that I do post, it's never serious. That social media can be really, really toxic and divisive. So I just like stay away from that completely. I'm just trying to be like a goofball. Like nothing that I ever say is on there is serious. I'm usually talking shit with my wife if it's Facebook. If it's Twitter, it's some just like absolutely like obscure thing that came to my head that like I think maybe like a couple other people might like understand. Like, and I don't know. Social media is tough. It's tough because like we need to do it. Like we need to like figure out how to make it work for us.
Right.
But it's a very hard place because it's so divisive. And it's just like I don't want to do anything that's like gonna get me in trouble. Like I'm just here to like have fun. So like I try to like keep it like strictly that. Like I'm just here to have fun.
Right. But you still have that one person be like, well, why'd you say that on your social media?
Yeah. I just ignore those people. I just ignore those people. Right. Unless I've had a couple more Jim Beams, and then I'm like, all right, I'm down. Like, let's go. Like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, let's see how long you can stay up. Like, I got a lot of Jim Beam left. Like, let's do this.
What about you, Charles, for social media?
Honestly, social media has been really beneficial for my comedy.
Okay.
So I've only been doing stand-up for about 7 years, right? But
okay.
I wanted to do it when I was a teenager.
Your Twitter's really funny, man. Really funny.
Thank you. Twitter's been huge, so I'm getting that. Like, so I wanted to do stand-up when I was a teenager, but I'm a huge introvert and super shy. I knew it was going to be a while for I could work up the nerve to do it, but I was writing jokes as a teenager. So when social media comes around and I get on like Twitter, I start posting these jokes and like comedians or people are doing stand-up like, yo, these are funny. What are you doing?
Right.
So I mean, they gave me the motivation to really actually get on stage and try it, and I post my clips online, and that's helped me. I mean, last year I got booked for a show out in LA just from posting videos online.
That's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
It's been a help. It's been a big help.
That's good. And it does have its negative side. So hopefully we just use it in the positive light, but it does have its dark side. But go ahead, Kenny. It does.
Social media is amazing. Once you know how to utilize it. My thing was consistency. You know, I always talk to you about that, big head. Like it's all about consistency with the people. You can put out 1,000 videos of some what other people would call corny, but somebody's gonna like it. Somebody's gonna enjoy that content, share it, be involved, comment, like all of the above. And so I just love to make content, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm starting to make more content when it comes to skits, comedy bits or whatever it may be. When you use social media to your benefit, it always works out. And believe it or not, you can make money off of this social media thing, especially on YouTube and other platforms. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it got a dark side to it. It is what it is.
Yes, it does.
But most of the time that I'm on any platform, I'm putting content out. I'm not there to just see everybody else. I want people to see me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put out that content for the people to see what I'm doing, what my team is doing. So that it benefits you once you get it going and be consistent. Can't nobody stop you. You're gonna make money off this stuff. So I love it.
Yeah, and I guess the thing that really gets to me, disturb me about social media is, especially people who's got something to say about whatever that you put on your page. Why do they always hit you up in the DM? Like, guess what? This one person done to me here recently, and I think it was a fake page anyway. And what I done was I ended up screenshotting and putting it on my page. because I put a lot of things on my page, mostly positive. It may be, and I put some politics, but the thing about political stuff, which I'm putting on this month because of Black History Month, is people I know they can feel some type of way being political, and that's all great. You're entitled to your own opinion, you know. And if you're right, you ain't no right or wrong with me. I'm like, I respect your opinion, whether you don't respect mine. That's just who I am. But you don't have the right to make your opinion right by saying my opinion's right and I know it's right. You don't. No. You can speak your opinion, but that don't mean it's right. Okay, and everybody has an entitled to their opinion. So, but for this person to say that to me, because I didn't even. It was something. It was like I said, something relating to Black History Month, and she just went in on me a little bit. And little does she know, when you got social media, you can screenshot stuff. So I just screenshot her, put it on the page, and said, "Watch out for her, because she ain't right," you know. So, and my thing is, like I said, you know, if you feel like, and I'm like, why'd you hit me in the DM? Why didn't you say something on the page? You know, so you see what I'm saying? So, but with social media, it has a great light, then it has a bad light too. But you got to know how to just stay focused on what you want to do, which would be the good light, and stay away from that bad light, because people are always going to feel some type of way anyway when it comes to social media. And I've even seen people have social media wars out there, and it's led to things that ain't good. I got a friend of mine, so let me just say this comment here. A good friend of mine, comedian friend of mine, Tony Young. Hi, what's up, Tony? Years ago when I did comedy on public access, I remember that. It was baptism by fire, because you got feedback over the days after the broadcast. But social media can get you cussed out on the spot. He's right though. Hey, he's right. You're right, Tony. And I appreciate you writing that too, man, and watching. But you're right though. Now the things with social media is different. It's some things you could have done 20 years ago when social media went around. Like, you know, ain't nobody seen it, ain't nobody video this. You know what I'm saying? I can talk crazy, whatever. But as soon as you now the social media, you talking crazy to somebody, and you're a comedian. Like, here we got a big light skinned comedian talking crazy to this person, you know. So yeah, but you got to kind of watch it too, because everybody
gonna be me no matter what.
I told you that the world's one big camera. That's all it is.
I'm gonna be me no matter what. Like,
yeah,
I don't know how to fit the criteria of people not being offended or whatever. So excuse me for the words that I speak when I get on stage, because I only know how to keep it real when it comes to comedy. So I don't know what that means to be politically correct when it comes to comedy or making a joke. So I'm sorry, y'all, but no, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, because that's like I was talking to one of the comedians that's going to be on the show next Saturday night. I ain't going to say her name. And of course, she's not here tonight. And I know they had emergencies, whatever. But long story short, she said to me, she said, "Well, I'm a little blue, you know, my comedy's a little blue." And I looked at her like, "And?" I said, "As long as it's you, do it." I said, it don't make no blue. I said, now you might offend some people, but you're gonna probably have more people like you than more than you have to offend you. I said, if they truly like comedy, it's not about whether it's clean or not, it's just whether or not it's funny. And I tell people, funny's funny. I don't care how you add it up. Funny is funny, and you cannot deny it. So, but yeah, I know. So I had to talk about that. So, but yeah. I think it's about all almost I got. Yeah, everybody, I think that's almost all I got here. Let me see. I think that's about all I got. I wanted to really touch bases on the fact that too, like I said, it's been month of February, and let me just say this real quick. I did want to put this out here. I got this on the side here. Being in this month of February, Black History Month, I did want to say the first African American 4-star general was Daniel James Jr. of the Air Force. And I think that's great, because I'm a military guy, and I thought I would just, give him some love just as far as being Black History Month. A 4-star general, that is great. Like I said, the first 4-star general ever was Daniel. His name was Daniel James Jr. And he was in the Air Force, which I thought was great too. But I just know it's being a comedian I love it. I love the art of comedy. I love making the people laugh. I love making the people forget about their problems at night and just focus on me and have a good time. So hopefully that's what we do next Saturday night, y'all. Just take their man, all the problems they got coming in there.
Yeah, let's get wild.
When they leave her, I want
have a good time.
to be touched and laugh. Okay. And that's all I do.
Is going to be in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what it's about. I tell people I'm about, when I do comedy shows, I'm about people having fun. That's it. No more, no less. So, but that's just me. And that's where I've always been. You got to have fun. You got to enjoy every moment of life, because if you don't, it could take a turn just like that. So you got to enjoy every moment of life. And you definitely find some comedy too in everyday life too. You definitely will. So like you said, Mike, I know you got a pregnant wife over. I've been in that position because my kids are 21 and 24 and still at home. I just want to let you know, Mike, they don't leave 20 or 18. They're going to still be there.
I got
still
a
got two
long
here
way
with
to
me.
go.
I
I
love
got a
them.
long way to go. My oldest is almost, my
They
oldest is
still
almost
gonna be
5. I
there.
got another one on the way. I got a long way to go. I'm in
Yeah,
purgatory
well,
for a
hey,
while.
just buckle in. Go buckle in. You there for the ride. And it's a beautiful ride. It is, because it was beautiful just how I've seen my son become a young man and my daughter become a young queen. And that was beautiful. But it was some hiccups along the way. And I love them, but you gotta show them, you know what I'm saying? So I've gotten a lot of good jokes from them. It's like, look, check this out. One day, me and my son in the car together driving. Somebody passed gas. He looks at me and I look at him. Now I knew it wasn't me. He gonna look at me and say, Daddy, did you pass gas? I said, you actually said that, and we the only two in the car, really? You know, really, you gonna say that? You know you pass gas. You gonna say that to me, really? But that's just kids, So, yeah.
They try to get away with everything.
Everything, Mike. Everything. You gonna say that? Go look me dead at it. I pass gas, and we only two. I didn't pass gas, and then gonna have to never let the window down. Are you letting your window down, but you didn't pass gas? Oh my God!
Oh man! Yeah. Well, you turn to the side, toot that mug, and then
right. Yeah, you know what? Let me say this to y'all. It's just me, but man, sometimes women can pass gas louder than men.
Oh yeah,
no worse than men.
That goes so hard today. I said, "Was that me?" She said, "No, it was me." I said, "Oh, okay, babe. I'm sorry." Y'all know what I'm saying, you know.
Oh yeah, no. You'll always catch them. They try to bend over, or they like scrunch their stomach up, and they just let it out. It's not on purpose; it just happens. Then they get all embarrassed.
Oh my God! I didn't know women could let gas out like that. Woo!
I
didn't know. Y'all look so pretty. You don't like to let out gas. They look so pretty, all dolled up, and y'all ain't got. We don't pass gas. But what gets me too, when you first start dating a girl too, she won't pass gas in front of you until she feel comfortable. That's when she know she loves you. You know, y'all know what I'm saying? She won't do it in front of you. She holds you. She get all the way home from the date.
That's definitely what that's a level in relationships that you either make it or you don't. Like 40% of relationships just don't make it past that. And
Bitch, you pass gas? Hold on. Bitch, you got to go.
Right. Oh man. It just, you know, and then let me say this too, like I said, Valentine's Day coming up. And my wife, I love her to death, but let me just say this. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway because she ain't watching the podcast. So anyway.
In the future, she might though, big brother.
I know. Somebody might, don't you tell her, Kenny. But anyway. My wife said, you know what? Since it's Valentine's Day, I'm gonna let you tie me up and do whatever you want to do to me. I said, whatever I want to do? She said, whatever you want to do. I said, okay. She said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I'm gonna tie you up and I'm gonna go play golf. I can't stand you. I said, I love you. Let me go play 18 holes and I come back to that.
I'm gonna play with 18 holes.
Oh man!
Don't let my wife know that, y'all. Don't let my wife know that.
Right. Your wife probably watching the podcast. Another rule, Kenny. You better watch what you say. She got right through the door. I heard you.
We don't care.
Oh man, well I've enjoyed. Hey man, see, this is what the people got to look forward to when they come out next Saturday. I'm telling the people to come out to 1481 South Shelby Street, the 21st Amendment. Come out there and support us next Saturday, February 19th at 9:00. You're gonna get all us comedians, me hosting, and a couple other female comedians. I'm sorry if you don't see the female comedians tonight because they had some prior engagements, and we wanted to have them on here. So don't you other females get mad? I know some of y'all saying, "Well, where the female comedians at?" But they couldn't make it. As usual, y'all busy. So, but for real, y'all need to come out to 21st Amendment and check us out and watch us do our thing next Friday. And I really appreciate it. And I want to give some love out to Ed Smith for for allowing me to do this, and the
Big
club
Ed.
let me do this to have to
What
be.
up, Ed?
You gotta put Ed out there because Ed's
That's my
big,
dad.
man. And Ed really helps out with a lot of things at the club, and he's helped me out with some things. And I definitely had to give him some love more than anything. So definitely come to 21st Amendment next Saturday night. But before we get out of here, I gotta let each one of y'all give the people your handle. Tell them what they know your next show is next Saturday, unless you got one before then. And just let them know what you're doing and tell them how they can get in contact with you on your social media and all that, because so they can hear and feel all that on this platform and start following y'all. So whoever wants to go first. So
Yeah, I'm just Mike Clay on Facebook, Twitter, Mike Clay Comedy. Think same thing for Instagram. And then next show, next Saturday, the 19th, 21st Amendment. It's going to be a good time. I'm also there every Tuesday doing the open mic.
okay.
High Horse on Wednesdays is another good place.
Bikey.
Yeah. Bikey puts on that. And I think Bikey's starting another open mic at the Hole. I think I just saw that they just did that for the first time this week. So
That's
I'll probably be going to that sometime soon. I'm always all over Louisville. Come on out. Find me on social medias. Whenever I got big shows going up, I always post them. So you'll always know where to be.
That's great. Okay. Charles, what's up with you? Where can people see you and follow you at?
Facebook and YouTube. You can look up Charles Moore Comedy. Instagram and Twitter, Charles270. I post a lot of stuff online. Like Mike said, got a course show next week, and I also have a show Wednesday here in E-Town. Do a monthly show here in E-Town at the Bourbon Barrel Tavern. Whenever I have a show, I'll post it on one of my social media pages. Just follow me.
Okay, that's for definitely for sure. What's up, Ken? Ain't never been skinny. What's going on?
No, this it's the boy Big Kenny, never been skinny. How it's spelled on there right here?
What the Black History Month? Is that the Black History Month spell?
On Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Some people call the 21st Amendment Club 21.
I remember that.
So for the people that don't know what 21 Amendment is, we're going to be at Club 21 for the older folks the 19th of February this year. Okay, so be there and be where comedy is coming. If your laughter doesn't extend through the crowd, you're not at our show, because it's going to be that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Big Kenny, never been skinny. And I can't wait. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm too.
You all right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, because I know that we're going to have a good show. And it's going to be Sad Chick Saturday that day.
Yeah, for sure.
So all my sad chicks,
right?
Come along, pay that bread, $10 a ticket. With all the comedians, y'all see the flyer, and 15 at the door. You know, it's what it is.
In advance. Yeah, I'm glad you said it, because you can get your tickets for any one of us comedians for $10 in advance, your advance tickets, or pay $15 a door. But I would advise you to get in advance, because we might have to shut it down if we get too many people. So you might want to get your ticket early on this. Yeah, you definitely might want to get your ticket early on this one, because you just never know. Especially with I was just thinking something too. But y'all might not believe us. They got side chick jewelry. Did you know that? I said it. They got side chick jewelry.
Side chick everything. Side chick arms.
That's who you're supposed to give the fake stuff to.
I'm telling you, I went to the jewelry store the other day to get stuff for my wife, and she's like, "Oh, we got some nice stuff over." I said, "Well, yeah, this is some nice stuff over." I said, "Yeah, I think she'll like some." And she gonna say to me, "Do you got a side chick? We got side chick jewelry right over here."
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Look, I can't afford. I can barely afford wife jewelry. Oh man! But
side chick jewelry is 75% off.
It will be on the 15th. That's for sure. Oh man, I really enjoyed myself. Y'all just don't know. I love and I've really enjoyed doing it. I've started this podcast in May of 2020 during the pandemic, and I started it because I couldn't get on stage. So when I did this podcast, this is my stage. And I'm loving having all three of y'all as my guests, not only for the show purpose, just in general as comedians and being people, you know. So I appreciate y'all being on my show too, and I really mean that. For the Love of Comedy show, like I said again, I'm gonna keep pumping it. Next Saturday, February 19th, doors open up at 8. Show start at 9. $10 advance tickets. Also, let me put this out there. I think I was talking to Kenny about this. And if you are one of them types that you don't like to deal with cash up front, I got a cash out. Hit me up. $ big head, light skin. And
do y'all got cash out?
Y'all got cash out?
I know.
I think
you know what I'm saying? Cash out.
Yeah, cash out big. And it's one of them things as comedians we got to have now, because I told Ken I'm going to probably start doing some cash app shows, because it takes away a lot of the leg work and a lot of money up front. You know what I'm saying? You can just cash app a person and they got their money. So versus standing talking to them person to person, here's your 10, 20, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Which that's where it used to be. So I'm eventually do the cash app show. But heck, my light-skinned prehistoric caveman self just got it myself. So, but with that said, but I'm happy and I know how it works and everything. I had to have somebody cash out me there. It works. Oh, okay. I know how to do it now. I was like a new kid in a toy store on Christmas. Yeah, it works. So, but
he's not playing, y'all. He's really dead serious.
But I did. So I got it now, and I just want people to cash out me for this show so we can have a good time. And I just want everybody to have a good time. And we got cheap drinks and cheap food, you know. So y'all come out, enjoy yourself, especially if you one of them types that like to celebrate Valentine's Day and you're a little cheap, you like to celebrate it afterwards. If you like me, one of them type of men, this is the show for you.
Promote that chick.
Yeah, that's right. Afterwards, meet me at the show, girl. You know, come to the house, meet me at the show. But I'm gonna sign off on this note, man. I really enjoy having you. Hey, Mike Clay, Charles Moore, and Kenny Never Been Skinny. I appreciate y'all being on my podcast. It means a whole lot to me. And if y'all don't do nothing else in this world, love yourself and love God. I tell people all the time, because we live moment to moment, and enjoy life, full of the laughter and everything else. Also, make sure you subscribe to my Big Head Light Skin podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. And I'll be back again next March 12th. So every second Saturday, 8 o'clock, I'm here. March 12th. Tune in. I have some more guests next in March. I really appreciated my guests tonight. Y'all make sure y'all follow them and go see them, because I know they'll bring some laughter to you. And just follow them and show them some love. So, but with that said, thank y'all for being part of this podcast, the Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. I'm definitely going to be following y'all, because I'm always a fan of all comedians that are cool with me. I'm always fans, because I want everybody to excel. There's enough for everybody to excel. Even though you got some comedians don't think that here, but that's a whole other story. Okay, so, but I'm a fan of all y'all. So, and I'll continue doing what y'all doing, and I'll definitely be following y'all. Y'all got any important shots before I get out of here? Nah, y'all look like y'all ain't got no important shots.
No, good.
Okay, all right.
The 19th of February, be at Club 21 or 21 Amendment. However you say it, be there.
You got side chick memories at Club 21. You better slow down for your wife coming. 20 years ago, I see that. But on the real though, thank y'all for tuning in to the Big Head Light Skin Podcast. I'll see y'all March 12th, and make sure you come to the For the Love of Comedy show next week at 21st Amendment at 9 o'clock. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being part of this, and thank my guests. I really thank my guests for being part of this. Y'all have
thanks, fellas.
I see y'all. All right, Mike. All right, Charles. All right, Kenny. Love y'all, man.
Love y'all. Love you, bro.
All right.